Hey guys, TFP here, and today I want to show you 4 simple ways to rig a yum dinger on a drop shot that'll help you catch more fish. So in case you don't know what a yum dinger is, it's a soft plastic stick bait, also often referred to as a Senko, and they do have different sizes for different applications, but for the drop shot I always go with a 3-inch dinger. This first rig I'm going to show you is one of the most popular ways to rig any bait on a drop shot, and it works great for the dinger as well, and that is the nose hook. Now the way you rig this is you just take the hook, put it in through the side of the bait, and then come out through the top or the nose. And when the fish bite, generally they're going for the head of the bait, and so they're going to get that hook right away. Now the good thing about this rig is that because you have an exposed hook, you have a really high hookup ratio. I'd say about 95% of the time I'm going to land that fish. Every once in a while something happens, you lose a fish, but almost every single time I'm going to be able to land that fish. Now the cons to that are because you have an exposed hook, if you're fishing around cover like wood, rocks, vegetation, you're more likely to get snagged up, and also because of the way it's rigged up, your bait tends to rip a lot faster. A second way to rig up your yum dinger on a drop shot is threaded or jig style. Now this one, you would run the hook through the bait and thread it on there as if you were threading it onto a jig. Now the good thing about this, again, is it's exposed hook, so you get a high hookup ratio, and this way the bait actually doesn't rip as quickly as with the nose hook. Again, the downside to it is if you're fishing around cover, you're more likely to get snagged up. The third way that I want to show you to rig up a dinger on a drop shot is wacky style. Now this one's really simple. All you do is take your hook and put it through the middle of the body. It looks wacky. It's wacky style. Now the good thing about this is, again, it's an exposed hook, so you have a high hookup ratio, and you're giving the fish a very different presentation from what they've been seeing. If you're fishing nose hooked or you're fishing threaded, generally the bait is going to be falling head first. With this, it's going to kind of shimmy down and, like I said, give a very different presentation. So if you've been fishing the other ways and the bite's starting to die down, try rigging up this way to see if that makes any difference. Now the downside to it, again, is because it's exposed, if you're fishing around cover, you're more likely to get snagged up. The other thing is because you're rigging it through the body, even though these are very durable, at some point it's going to start to rip, and it's a little bit more difficult to use it after it's been ripped in the middle of the body than if you've ripped it from the head. The fourth and final way I want to show you to rig up a dinger on a drop shot is Texas rig style. Now for this one, you're going to use a different hook. You can use anything from a size 2, which is what I have here, all the way to a 1/0 extra wide gap hook. And you'll rig it up just like any Texas rig. You'll go through the head, thread it on, and then put that hook into the body so that it is not exposed. Now the great thing about this is it's weedless. You can fish in heavier cover. You can fish around wood, around rocks, around vegetation, and know that you can just slip in and out without getting hung up. Now the downside to it is the hook is not exposed, so when you feel that bite, you have to remember to set that hook harder than you would with, say, the nose hook with an exposed hook, because now you have to drive that hook into the fish's mouth. Well, there you go, guys. There's 4 simple ways to rig up a yum dinger on a drop shot. I will link these in the description below if you want to pick some up for yourself. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it's free to do. And as always, guys, remember to pray, fish, repeat. God bless. I'll see you in my next video.